Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Thursday, May the 23rd. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could take place today. The message may or may not be for you, so just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. We do have a very powerful full moon taking place today in Sagittarius. And I do feel right now we are receiving a lot of higher knowledge, a lot of higher communication. And so let's get into it. But before we get into it, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video, especially if the messages are resonating. It allows the channel to grow. It's just a nice, free, easy way to show me a little bit of love, show me some support. But let's get into it. And so when I was channeling the energies, I was sitting in the energies of the High Priestess and the Page of Swords. So when these two energies appear together in any reading, it's a very powerful combination. The Page of Swords is about communication, and the High Priestess is all about sacred knowledge and intuition. And so right now, collectively, we really do need to trust our intuition. 111 on the timer. We need to trust our intuition, and we need to use our intellect to overcome any obstacles that we might be encountering during the full moon energies. And so these energies are implying, I feel, a very powerful synergy that is taking place between the conscious and the subconscious mind. And so the full moon is when the sun in Gemini is in opposition to the moon in Sagittarius. And so you might be grappling with a Sagittarius Gemini opposition. This could be happening internally, this could be happening externally, but I feel the energy this full moon is inviting us to be seekers. Sagittarius is the sign of the philosopher. It's also the sign of the archer. But I feel right now we're being asked to be spiritual seekers, to explore all of our deep inner High Priestess wisdom, so we can trust our intuition and to use our intellect to uncover some deeper truths. And so right now, if you think of like the High Priestess energy as your internal spiritual guide, we all have an inner High Priestess, and then utilize the Page of Swords energy as like a practical advisor for making any decisions over the coming days. And so the energy really is bringing forward like this magnifying glass to get a closer look, to take a closer look at anything that you've not been able to see beyond the naked eye. And so Sagittarius is all about transcendence. And so right now I feel there's somebody out there that's probably feeling a little lost, maybe a little stuck. And so this powerful combination, this powerful full moon is bringing in a powerful wake-up call. And so it's really time to stop just relying on our intellect or just our intuition. We've got to start to use them both in equal measure. We have to learn to alchemize them and align them both in equal measure. And so I feel this full moon really is a time for us to be brave. To be brave and to be bold. You got to be brave, you got to be bold, and you got to let go of any fears or doubts that have been holding you back from taking the leap of faith. And so I really feel it's time for all of us to unleash our inner badass and to show the world what we're really made of. And so be mindful of where this opposition will be taking place within your birth chart. And so for me, the sun is sitting in my 4th house, and the moon is transiting through my 10th house. And so there's a major opposition between my public image and my home life going on here. And so I've been feeling the struggle leading into this because, man, it's hard to do it all the time. So let's get into it. Let's jump in with some cards. Oh, where did my little pen go? We're going to mark it down at 3:53. We're going to get into some tarot. We're going to see what other messages need to come through for the collective. And because of the mystical Sagittarius energy coming through, we're going to do the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And we are going to combine that with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I haven't used this deck in a while. And so let's get into it. Let's see what other messages need to come through with this very mystical, magical Oracle deck. Okay, bottom of the deck, the perfect key. Right out the gate, we have a 29 card. And so 3 of Wands energy. And 29 is the analytical degree when it comes to astrology. And so we are closing out the Jupiter in Taurus is at 29 degrees. And so Jupiter is going to be entering into Gemini in a couple more days. And so our thoughts are rapidly shifting. And so somebody here is in a mess in their mind. It feels like somebody has got all kinds of tangled up thought patterns. And it's time to make your home your castle. And so our thoughts really do create the reality that we live in, right? And so do you want to create your reality out of scattered thoughts? This is saying Sleeping Beauty's dream. And so it's a 3 card, Empress. And so we are all here to be master creators. I actually was watching a video. I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always seeking. And I heard somebody say the number 3 really is the energy of the divine child. And so when you combine 333 together, you get 9. And so 3, 6, 9. I do feel there's somebody here that needs to learn to drop into the heart. And I think that was a big message the other day. And so your home is your castle. And so the thoughts inside your head is your home. And so you want to be mindful of any negative thought patterns, because somebody here, I think, is a long way from where they want to be. But somebody here also holds the key. And so do you really want to keep living life with your heart caged up, with your heart locked away and not living out of your heart center? And so we are shifting realities, and Spirit is saying you hold the key. Maybe you need to try a different key. But let's get into it and let's see. Yeah, change of seasons. And we are changing seasons. Actually, my oldest daughter said the other day, like, did we skip spring? I think we did, because it's like 30 degrees out. We went right from the heat to the central air. And so changing of the guards, changing seasons. 42, there is a 2 of Cups energy coming through. And so changing of the guards, changing of the seasons, and we are in a major paradigm shift when it comes to relationships. And so the perfect key, somebody here holds the perfect key to your heart. So let's get into it and let's see what other messages need to come through with this deck. Look at that. We got a flipper. We got the red garden. So it's an 8 card. And so what goes around comes around. And so we can't keep painting the roses red. We can't keep covering up the issues. We can't keep ignoring things. And we can't keep living life with the rose-colored glasses on. And so somebody here, I feel, is being asked to step into a new existence. The garden energy, that's interesting, because I was digging into the Jupiter in Gemini. And if you think of the age of Gemini, it is connected to Adam and Eve and the split, the original soul split. So let's get further into it. There's definitely an energy of a crossed over loved one trying to communicate with somebody, but you're going to have to turn around. You might have to turn around. You might have to look at something a little bit deeper here with that magnifying glass on. So we might set that aside here, and we're going to maybe dig into that later. That's interesting. That was a very weird cut. All right, what do we get? We get Queen Bee. There's some type of justice playing out here. I feel by Leo season, something's going to be made right. We got a Queen Bee here. We got a Divine Feminine here on the rise. We get Moon Dance. So we get a 4 card. And so there is some type of alchemical spiritual dance going on here up in the ethers. And so I feel a masculine energy as that being a 4 card that is really walking a fine line here. And I feel there's gossip surrounding this masculine. There's 3 little birds perched on a tightrope. And we get to the moon and back. So a King of Swords energy is coming through. I feel somebody here is walking a fine line, and they are getting ready to express their undying devotion to this Queen Bee. That's what it feels like. And so to the moon and back. I'm pretty sure I also read somewhere when somebody tells you that they love you to the moon and back, it's basically forever. And bottom of the deck, we get the Rose Garden. So I do feel there's a major karmic cycle reaching completion. Somebody is leaving behind the red garden, where I feel it's rooted in fear and a sense of lack, and going towards the rose garden. And so somebody here has really been working on transforming their life. 9, completion. I feel we've got a Queen Bee here that's deep in hermit mode, that has been rewiring some thought patterns, is what it feels like, and is getting ready to head in a new direction. So what is it that you wished for? What is it that you prayed for? Because we're leaving behind this sense of lack, this sense of dissatisfaction, this sense of 5 of Cups, of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and the regretful energy of the past. We can't go back and change the past. The past is over. The past is done. But we can reorient. And so somebody here, I feel, is heading straight towards liberty and freedom. And they're uncaging their heart. So I do feel there is somebody here that is really tapping into the energy of home and what home means to them. And the moon energy really is asking somebody to break the chains of something toxic, to enter into the garden, to enter into the ever unfolding garden of throes of this queen bee coming through. And so I do feel somebody knows it's time to head in a new direction. And I think somebody maybe's been sleeping on a connection and has not recognized the beauty of an Empress here. But I feel a recognition of the love that is shared to the moon and back. So let's get into it a little bit deeper with Mystical Moments Tarot. We're going to do 9 cards and we're going to see what else needs to come through. We get a King of Cups flipped right out off the top of the deck. And so on this King of Cups, you see a woman depicted, but I feel there's a masculine energy here, King of Cups here, that has been on a very hollow journey, shallow journey, and dealing with some type of toxicity. And so the octopus energy is kind of like the devil energy. You think of the octopus getting all their tentacles into you. And so we do have a King of Cups here that I feel has been swayed in the wrong direction. I'm going to put that with the Red Garden because that was also a jumper. So we might have to dig into that. Bottom of the deck, we get the Lovers in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there's the release of some type of trauma bonded connection. I think that looks like a blue jay, and so maybe a blue jay is significant. Maybe you've asked to see a blue jay, but somebody is getting themselves uncaged from some type of home situation where they felt like a prisoner, and the wait is over. The wait is over. So let's get into it. We get the Lovers reversed, the Star reversed, and so there is something here that is feeling hopeless and helpless and a need to release a poor decision. And so we've got a King of Cups here. I feel entrapped, entangled, or that's kind of what it feels like. You could be a feminine embodying this King of Cups energy. A King of Cups usually is a little bit void, a little bit detached from their emotions. There's something here hollow, like something's passed through them, something's passed by them. But let's do 9 cards. Let's see what else needs to come through. Keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific, guys, but I will call out any zodiac signs. If you would like a more personal reading geared just to you, please feel free to check out the video card link above or the description box below. You will find a link to my new webpage if you would like to book a reading. Also, if you would like to become a channel member, there is an option to join the membership side of the channel where I go live every Thursday at noon. I also post bonus birthday videos every month for the zodiac signs. So if you'd like to check it out over there, I'd love to have you join me. Go check it out. But let's get into it. Oh, we get the King of Pentacles right out the gate. Generational healing is what I heard. Generational healing. We get the High Priestess in reversed. And so this High Priestess, the veil of illusion has been lifted. Somebody is seeing red. The Two of Swords in reverse. So what was hidden has come to light. And I do feel gossip. Somebody has really been worried about the gossip, I feel, or what everybody's going to say. Oh, we get an Emperor. Oh, we get a Divine Masculine out, and I felt it. We get the Eight of Pentacles in reversed. We get the Seven of Wands, and so somebody has been caged in a situation, and I feel there's been a lack of love, and somebody's breaking out of something here. Breaking out of some type of imprisonment, getting ready to defend themselves. I feel also somebody has had their heart caged, or maybe there's been a Divine Masculine that's been a puppet on somebody's string, paying back some past life karma from maybe being abusive in a past life. Let's keep going here. Oh, the Nine of Swords in reverse. So we do have an Emperor where all eyes are on them. Everybody's watching this Emperor, watching their next move. We get the Queen of Wands. We could have a Queen of Wands watching this Emperor's next move. We definitely have a masculine here that has been a puppet on somebody's string. The Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody that is needy, clingy, attention-seeking. And, you know, they don't care how they get the attention, even if it's negative attention. What's the closing card? Oh, the Magician reversed. We definitely have a Queen of Wands here that is manipulating a situation, I think, out of money, watching somebody's money, watching somebody like a hawk, and there's a need to break free from something here for sure. So I think something that was unseen is being seen very clearly, because I feel a Queen of Wands here that has been trying to block a masculine from going towards some type of union with a life partner with the Swan. What do we got on the bottom of the deck? We got the World reversed. So there's something coming back around. What you thought was dead and gone is coming back around, connected to some type of Four of Wands twin soul union. And so the wait is over. There's those tentacles again. The three of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords. And so we definitely have somebody here hurting. There's that Archer energy, stricken with the rods of love. And so somebody is going through a heart activation. And I feel this is not an easy task to go through, because the King of Cups here, I feel, has been hollowed out and maybe masking through addictions. For fear of giving up some type of independence. We've got codependencies here as well coming through with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And so we've got a King of Cups here that is not reaping their harvest. And there's a need to face some inner demons here and to drop the weight. And so this could be physical weight. This could be dropping some dead weight, dropping the baggage with somebody that I feel is just bitter, angry, and lashing out. Queen of Swords in reverse. We definitely have an Emperor here that's been a puppet on somebody's string. And I do feel there's an opportunity for a new beginning here. I feel something about last 11/11 portal from last Sagittarius season is reaching completion. So what seeds did you plant during the new moon in Sagittarius? Because something is coming back around. I feel something is about to come back around. But there's also the release of a poor investment. And I think this has been a long time coming. And so somebody's been on a journey with a karmic monster is what I want to say. And look at that. So we've got a wounded healer. I also feel there's a King of Cups here that is definitely left somebody wounded. And so this Nine of Wands, it's like somebody's done a lot of healing, a lot of conscious healing. And they're all covered in thorns now. And so somebody is really protecting their heart and maybe not even interested in any type of commitment. But we've got a King of Cups here, and his inner stirrings are rumbling. And I do feel this moon energy is a wake-up call when it comes to a poor relationship choice, where there has been a lack of healing. And so I do feel get ready for a major release with a Queen of Wands. You could be this Queen of Wands, you could be the Emperor, or you could be dealing with an Emperor who is connected to a Queen of Wands. But let's take a look at this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because this is no longer working on a connection with a very nasty individual who is like so clingy and so needy. They're watching everybody's move, almost like a stalker, obsessive energy. And there's a need to recognize this manipulative behavior. Oh, look at that. It was clarifying the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We get the Two of Wands in reverse. And so we could have an Emperor that's losing a job in order to become unblocked, because I do feel this Queen of Wands might have only been connected to this Emperor for their money. I do feel like healing generational wounding, generational trauma. And so I feel this masculine is going to come out on top, is what it looks like. We get the Five of Wands in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. So we got a Seven of Wands in reverse at play, and we got an Ace of Wands. And so there is victory here. I do feel there's victory hidden here, but there is the need to release a long-standing burden. And I also feel on the flip side, we got a Queen Bee here that has waited a long time for this burden to be released and has gone through an extreme amount of growth by herself. And so somebody has grown a garden and reaped a harvest all by herself, has carried a load all by herself. And on the flip side, somebody was all up in their ego, and I feel blocked communication and left somebody in the dust, out in the cold for something toxic. And so there is a major realignment here. What is the Seven of Wands? Because somebody's breaking free from some type of imprisonment here. And I feel facing their inner demons. Well, this is a fated, destined time of things moving forward. Somebody's wheels are spinning. And there's that Ace of Pentacles. So we got the Ace of Wands, we got the Ace of Pentacles, and we get the Knight of Cups in reverse. And so I feel somebody is so afraid to bring forward an apology. I think somebody left a hole in somebody's heart here. Oh, yeah, and there's that Tower. And so somebody's been clinging to a burning building. Somebody's been clinging to a foundation that's been going up in smoke for a while. And so the Tower comes in to blast something falls apart. And now we get this King of Swords in reverse. And so I felt the King of Swords upright in the Oracle card. So we do have a masculine here that's been denying their feelings, living in a state of denial. And I feel going through some type of awakening. It's a wake-up call. It's definitely a wake-up call with that Judgment card. And so get ready for an unexpected awakening. This is leading to abundance. This is leading to a new creative endeavor. But it's kind of time to turn the page. It's time to turn the page and to go towards a new experience. And so we definitely have a king here that found his needle in a haystack and has not been communicating the truth of what they truly feel. And there's going to be a wake-up call. So get ready for a new beginning. It's time to take a leap of faith, and somebody here is doing a deep dive, facing their fears and facing their inner demons. So let's go a little bit further with some hidden heart secrets, intimacy. So this is about intimacy, and so maybe there's a masculine here that has confided a lot of their dark secrets in a connection, but I feel there's also this energy of a masculine that's really been thinking about a twin flame. We got the twin flame, we get intimacy, and we get thinking. And so there is a divine masculine missing their twin flame. And so there's a lot of mirroring and shared feelings here. And I do feel the return for some type of an apology. And I think this is going to be shocking. So let's get into it. And let's see what else needs to come through for the collective, for the full moon. We got one card. We get the possibilities here. And so there's a need to release some type of lustful connection, non-committal connection, past life connection, where I feel it's brought you a lot of pain, and it's brought you the knowledge of repeated patterns, so you can move through the pain and the apprehensiveness about being afraid to open up to love. We definitely have a masculine here that has allowed pride and ego and stubbornness to stop them from this new free-spirited adventure. It's time to take a risk. And so I do feel we've got a queen bee here that is resonating at her highest heart frequency, her heart song, her soul song. And this is calling in a divine masculine. And I feel this queen bee has a deep inner knowing. There's telepathy here going on. And there is an opportunity for a second chance. But it might require taking a risk and having a leap of faith. And it might also require making amends. But either way, we've got a masculine thinking about a deep, intimate connection. They're missing somebody, they're craving somebody, they're desiring resolution. And so there might be somebody coming in and confiding just how much they've missed you and asking for some type of forgiveness. So get ready for the unexpected. Things are not as it seems. And I think somebody here has been silent for a very long time and has been wearing a mask, deluding, bluffing, and exaggerating this stone-walled energy. But below it all, there is loyalty here. And so get ready for somebody to come in with an offer. Dogs are loyal. And this person is saying, hey, I want you to trust me again. I've realized the importance of the value of you. And so I think enough is enough. It's time to close these cycles with these toxic patterns. So let's get one last closing message for the collective, for the full moon in Sagittarius. What is the closing message today? Completion. Completion of a cycle. And so 9 is all about completion, endings. When we get to the 10, we're one step past completion and we're right back at the 1. And so there is a happy ending here, but it will require a new perspective. And so self-love is always the key. Get ready to receive some type of communication, whether it's divine communication or in-person communication, a text, an email, a phone call, because I do feel somebody is going towards love. I do feel liberty, love, and no more rain today, no more crying today is what I heard. So that's what I got for a message today, guys. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.